Hello, my dear friends. I'm Meet Shukla, and you're watching Balmurti Online in English, an initiative by Unified Growth Foundation. Today's episode, Skill, and its application is based on the Gujarati article Avdat અને તેનો ઉપયોગ, written by respected Taraben Modak. It highlights a challenge every parent faces, teaching children not just what to do, but how and why to do it. Rules without explanation often confuse children, while guidance with patience help them turn knowledge into lasting behavior. As you watch, think about how you explain rules in your own home.
Namaste and welcome back to Modern Desi Parents. I'm your host, Priya.
And I'm Raj. It's great to be back. You know, Priya, I was at a friend's place for dinner last week, and their sweet little boy was just being a kid, banging his spoon on the table. His parents kept saying, Ayan, stop it. No, don't do that. And the more they said it, the more he did it. It was a classic parent-child standoff.
Array, I know that scene so well, and it's a perfect example to kick off our discussion today. I found this brilliant article that completely reframes that exact situation.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's called Skill and Its Application, and it's by an educator named Taraben Modak.
Skill and its application. Okay, I'm intrigued. It sounds a lot more profound than just stop banging the spoon.
It really is. The core idea she presents is that a skill is, meaningless if it isn't applied at the right time and in the right place. For that little boy, the skill wasn't about banging the spoon, but about understanding when not to. We tell our kids, don't shout or behave.
Right.
But we often fail to teach them the how and the why.
That's a powerful point. We give the order but not the instruction manual. So we're kind of setting them up to fail in a way?
Exactly. The article points out that when a child is just told to stop, without any reason,
Yeah.
it's not a learning moment. It's just a painful and confusing one. And she even calls out adults for our own inconsistency. We talk on our phones loudly in public,
Oh, that's a direct hit.
right? But we scold a child for laughing too loud. I felt that. We have to model the behavior we want to see.
100%.
Yeah, so the article suggests being specific, giving reasons. Instead of be quiet, try auntie is trying to sleep in the next room.
Okay.
So let's use our soft library voices here. If you want to shout and play, let's go into the garden. It gives them context and a choice.
I love that. It respects their intelligence. And you said this was from an article. It sounds like it's based on some really solid educational philosophy.
It absolutely is. This piece by Taraben Modak is part of a larger initiative. It's called the Balmurti Online Project,
Wow.
and it's managed by the Unified Growth Foundation. They're focused on bringing this kind of deep, thoughtful content to more people.
Fantastic. So, okay, let's go back to little Ayan. What if his parents explain the rule and he still bangs the spoon? What does the article say about that?
Okay, this is where it gets really fascinating. Modak breaks down the why into a few layers. The first is a simple lack of skill. A child might literally not have the fine motor control to eat without dropping food,
Okay, sure.
or the vocal control to speak softly on command. We just need to demonstrate and let them practice patiently.
Right. Like you can't just tell someone swim, you have to actually teach them the strokes. Okay, that makes sense. What's the next layer?
So the next is a lack of understanding. This is for slightly older kids. They might have the physical skill,
Right.
but they don't see the point. Their mind is just asking, but why can't I make noise? And if you don't answer that why logically, like because it disturbs others or it might break the plate, then the rule feels arbitrary, so they ignore it.
So you have to satisfy their intellect. Got it? But then there's the child who knows the skill, understands the reason, and still chooses to do it. Like the little rebel.
Yes, the little rebel. And the article has an answer for that too. It says that this comes down to two things. First is willpower. Knowing something and doing it are different things. Willpower is like a muscle.
A muscle.
It strengthens with practice. We need to create consistent opportunities for them to apply the skill
Okay.
until it becomes a habit.
And the second thing? I feel like this is the final boss level of parenting.
It is. The final layer is the emotional connection. A child might intellectually get that their noise bothers someone else, but they don't feel it. That sense of empathy, what the article calls altruistic feelings,
Right, empathy.
that develops over time. Our job is to nurture it, to help them connect their actions to how others feel.
Wow. So it's a journey from the physical to the intellectual and finally to the emotional. That's a complete roadmap.
It is. And the article ends with this powerful call to action. Taraben Modak stresses that this learning gets completely derailed
Oh.
if home and school are not on the same page. If home is strict but school is lenient, or vice versa, the child never truly internalizes the value. There has to be consistency.
That's the dream, isn't it? A unified front. Thinking about it, this has given me so much to think about, moving beyond just being a rule enforcer to actually being a guide.
Exactly. It's about cultivating thoughtful human beings, not just obedient ones.
So, to all our listeners, as we wrap up, we want to leave you with a question to reflect on this week.
Think about one rule you consistently enforce with your child. Now, ask yourself, have you ever taken the time to patiently demonstrate the skill, clearly explain the why behind it, and help them connect their action to how it makes others feel?
It's a small shift in perspective that could change everything. Until next time, happy parenting.
This episode invites us to reflect on how children learn through skills, reasons, and the consistency they see in us. I would love to hear your thoughts. When you set rules for your child, how do you make sure they truly understand and apply them? Share your ideas in the comments because your experiences can help other parents too. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on our social media handles and visit our website for more such meaningful conversations. Namaskar.